What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on a team from the Big 10, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Washington Huskies offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
They're trying to get to it. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
He'll throw on third down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback moving. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Washington sends out the punt team. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
The give to the single back. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the quarterback. That touch pass, after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making a big tackle in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll send out the kicker here. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Makes the grab. It's Reynolds. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, running back on the move.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon is currently ahead right now in Autzen Stadium, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 10 over NC State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Williams looking for a man. Quickly out to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete downfield. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Good timing on the quick out. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. The running back has it. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the... He's going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. And that's a really good job on the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flipping forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards. Yeah.
Unleashes one deep. Open in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll ride his man on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll throw it on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more.
And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Williams will pass. spits it out to the back. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll bring it back. It's Woods. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Gonna take a shot. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. No one's gonna get him. Touchdown.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by just 4 to LSU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Williams looking for a man. Gets it out quickly. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Williams will pass. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletion.
Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He unleashes a long one. And it's caught inside the 30. And he will house it.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the feet.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Washington sends out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. He'll keep it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Touch pass on the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate.
He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Smith takes the handoff. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Iowa is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Kinnick Stadium, but the black and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll leave it with him. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Williams looking for a man. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Using his legs, it's Avery. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Flushed out of the pocket. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Caught near the sticks. It's Avery. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Getting some heat.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And the defense drags him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. On the ground. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Williams will pass. Trying to get to him. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going up top here late in the game. Bust through behind his pad. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal forward pass.
So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Fields. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Now this offense is back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
A 3rd and long coming up here. The give from the gun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers or big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
They give it to him again. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Running to the left. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.